What's going on, everybody? Again, we're back here in the lab. Scott Hogan coming at you. We're going to continue on our test from the other day, going through downwind shots now. We did into the wind. You saw how those short irons got affected, and you saw what happens going with the longer clubs. I wanted to see what happens on the downwind. Before we do that, make sure you click that subscribe button down below. It's going to be more about crosswinds coming up. I'm interested in that and seeing how we can help use these units to get better and give you some ideas of how to practice and get better with your units as well this winter. With that, let's get into the lab. All right, so we're back here. We're going to be hitting 9 irons and 6 irons again. I'm going to get my wind set up and get my environment set up. So I've got 6 miles an hour straight downwind. We saw hitting a 9 iron into the wind 6 miles an hour. That actually affected us about a club. So I'm going to go downwind and see what that does. See if it's the same. Okay, so we'll do that. I still have everything set, 77 degrees, 50% humidity. Altitude is at sea level. So that's one thing. In the previous video, I was thinking I was hitting it a little shorter, but what I'm at about 600 feet here in Chicago, so I would actually normally hit it a little farther if I got up in elevation. So that actually makes sense a little bit there. But let's go ahead, let's get it going. So we're downwind. We saw 6 miles an hour into the wind, affected us about a club. Now we're going to see what happens when we go down. So I was hitting this about 130, 135 is my normal distance for this carry at sea level. So you can see there, that went 138. I hit it pretty good. Pretty good as well. Hit that pretty good, 140. So you can see the 6 mile per hour, I'm only getting about a half to 3/4 of a club help with this. Okay, I'm only getting about a half to 3/4 of a club help on this. And that's true. Again, it's not all created equal. Everybody say, oh, today's a club wind. Well, what we're starting to learn is it's a club wind based on what club you're hitting and what direction you're hitting with the wind. If it's into, that's different. And if you're hitting a 6 iron, that's different. If you're hitting downwind, that's different. And that's what we see that to be true. So if I'm going downwind, let's see what we got to get. So 6 mile an hour got me about 6 more yards. Let's try 9. So 133 was kind of where I was at. So I'm going 9 miles an hour downwind now with the 9 iron. Let's see. That one I hit a little higher and right. So. 138. Okay, that one got a little deeper. I pulled that a little bit. So the consistency, I've only gained maybe a yard off of that by going up. So you can see it's gonna take a lot of help. What I'm seeing is I need to actually get up in probably the 12, 13 miles an hour to be able to do that. Okay, so let's see what happens with the 6 iron. So I was hitting these about 170 yards at sea level, no help. Well, let's keep it at the 9 miles an hour wind on the help, and let's see what happens with a 6 iron. Hit that good. So that's helped. That helped it a little bit. That helped it out. That helped it out for sure. Let's try a few. 176. Close. So you can see 9 miles an hour with the 6 iron. 9 miles per hour with the 6 iron is actually getting pretty close to that distance. So it's getting close to a club. I was at about 168, 170 on just standard conditions, and now we've added downwind, and I'm up to 176 to 180, somewhere in there. So .75 there. That was a little thin too. So I could see that. I mean, if you think about it, a ball that's flying in the air longer, you know, for longer distances, it could ride it longer. It's interesting that the shorter club's not getting helped as much, but you can just see, I think, you know, downwind, we were getting more help with the longer club than we were getting hurt. And then the short iron, we were getting more hurt than we were getting help. So that's an interesting thing. I actually kind of want to go out and try to play some golf and take these into account as we go and think about it. So I think that would be kind of the next step with it, but we'll try that out and see what we get. But downwind so far, not getting the help on those short clubs as we're going. But let us know what you're getting in your sessions, and love to hear what you're getting in those numbers.
All right, so there you go. Very interesting that you saw the long iron actually get helped by the wind more, which I have seen that. I didn't really know that it would do that, but I have seen that playing where you kind of get the ball up in the wind and it starts riding it, and then, you know, it kind of takes it for a little bit of a ride on that longer flight that it has. So something that's interesting there. I wonder if the backspin, you know, it's something to consider and kind of think about, is maybe the backspin and the stopping power, the backspin is holding up against the wind. Not really sure, but really interesting finds. Again, interested to hear what you're getting. Is it the same as what my numbers are? Because I think that could be an interesting thing to compare and see what you can do with the unit. So again, leave that down in the comments below. Also, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button if you want to learn more about how to use your units, whether it's a Mevo Plus, SkyTrack, TrackMan. We're going to be going through a bunch of drills that we can do throughout the winter to help you improve your game. So thanks everybody for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.